What's going on, everyone? My name's Lee. I'm a spiritual wellness coach, and today I'm getting into something personal. And the goal is that I hope this really helps somebody because I wish I knew this. I wish I knew this information when I was in the thick of all of the drama and the instability. And I really hope it helps somebody. So in this part of my life, I actually was pretty stable. I had an income. I was on an internship. I was engaged. Um, we were sharing a vehicle, which was a little bit challenging, but we were dealing with it. Um, my grandmother passed away, and it put things just everything was just upside down at that point. It was just like a snowball effect, you know. Um, I wanted to just give some context, but when you are in a place where the plans that you had for yourself aren't working out, you're having a hard time saving money, you're having a hard time feeling secure, you're having a hard time, you know, being safe emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, you feel um, like you're in chaos. And um, I feel like I won't say that everybody has experienced it and that everybody, you know, has to go through like being forged. But for me, it's just this level of resiliency now where it's like, you know what? I've made it through. Is it perfect? No. But remembering that you have that within yourself and realizing that in those moments when everything is a little upside down, like not even a little, completely upside down, you don't realize that you have resiliency. You're building it, right? But you have that within you. And another thing that I realized is that there were resources around me. I'm coming from Miami, Florida. That's where I grew up. I moved to a smaller town, much, much smaller, predominantly white. And I was able to access resources. I was able to say, I need help. And I got help. Which I don't know why, but my theory on it is it's bigger. There's not as many resources. So even though this is a small town, smaller resources, you can access you have access quickly. The waiting list to get into a shelter, the waiting list to get assistance is shorter, smaller than Miami, Florida. You get what I'm saying? So I think that I I really do believe, I believe in God. I believe in the universe. I believe in positive energy. I believe that, you know, everything does happen for a reason. I think if I was in these circumstances in a bigger city, bigger town, I don't think I would have gotten help, but I don't think I would have gotten help as quickly as I did. So Um, I kind of jumped a little bit, but I'm in this situation. The relationship fails. The job's finished. This other job didn't work out. Um, you know, I, I'm trying to get reestablished. I move out of my apartment. I give up on our relationship. What do I do now? Um, I tried to connect with family to get some support. And that was another layer of the rug getting pulled out from under me, another layer of my life getting turned upside down, because what ended up happening is realizing that people actually don't have your back, realizing that people aren't actually there for you, or really how I would really like to word it is they didn't have the ability to have my back the way that I needed them to have my back. The way that I had to realize that I needed to step up even more for myself, instead of looking outside of myself and hoping that somebody was going to take care of me. That was the thing. Like, okay, this I had a idea and a dream for myself. I'm going to reach my goals. I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to have land. I'm going to do what I always saw my family doing, which is, especially my mom. You have animals and land, and you can garden, and you can do all these things, but you do it in a positive way. But realizing, like, people don't always want what you want for yourself. People either challenged, disrespected by it, feel a type of way, whatever, about you and your goals that you're pursuing, or just that. For me, I feel like it's like you shouldn't. You shouldn't even want that, or you don't need to be doing that. You need to be doing this thing over here. This is where I need you. This is what you need to focus on. Like, people that have put all of this energy into taking care of their elderly parents right now. And I'm not trying to say that that isn't a good thing. I just, at this stage in my life, I'm like, you know what? With everything that I've been through, and now understanding and how things went down, I'm gonna put myself first. That took time. That took so much time, because there was so much guilt. There was so much, oh my God, no, I can't do that. I have to do that. I don't have to do anything. And that's why it's important to me. I want to share this information, because shortening that gap, shortening that gap between where you're at currently and where you want to be, especially if you can resonate with anything that I'm saying. Um, to put it simply, I lived in a shelter. I lived in a women's shelter for domestic violence. Women seeking shelter from domestic violence. Um, I needed mental health therapy. I needed space away from certain people and environments that were so harmful to me. I I had a panic attack for the first time in my whole life that put me in the hospital. I'm saying all this to say I don't want anybody to go through that. And I know panic attacks have increased, anxiety, depression, all of that has increased in recent years. Increased. And I think it's especially for I, women, You know, we're too emotional. You know, ugh. We feel deeply, and processing that. Excuse me. I would recommend anybody who is in a position and they are, it's like a disconnect. It's a disconnect. You know, you're sitting down at the table, you know, sipping your coffee or your tea or whatever. And there's this absolute pandemonium constantly in the next room. Screaming, yelling, crying, shouting, breaking things. And you are there desperately trying to sip your tea, drink your coffee, you know, like just think about that scene, you know, it's just, oh, excuse me, I am so tired. Um that's how I was trying to live. I was trying to live with a roommate who was an emotional wreck. And I'm trying to believe that somehow I can help them, and somehow I can encourage them, and somehow I can provide support and the obligation to provide support. Things changed once I finally realized. I had to realize the hard way. Oh man, this person is coming for my neck. This person is literally coming for my neck. Literally. Um, they don't have my back. They don't want me around. They're talking about, oh, you know, you got walls up, and the only wall is boundaries. Finally recognizing boundaries. Finally recognizing that I need to, I need to say the truth, that the things that I'm not okay with, the things that are bothering me, and I need to let you know. Oh, excuse me. I need to let you know what I'm cool with and what I'm not cool with. Like, and it's not a bad thing. It's actually the right thing to do. You can't you can't you can't come all up in my life. I don't care who you are. Um, and try to control me. When I can show up, when I get up, what I can do, my money, financial abuse. People talk about, and not to discredit anything, because it's abuse. Any form of abuse is horrible. But it's realizing, like, it's like pillars. This pillar, I'm going to take away your stability. I'm going to take away your money, because your money is your ability to be able to make moves. I'm going to take that from you. Okay, I'm going to take your time freedom away from you, because I need you to do this over here, and I'm not going to ask permission. You you have to do this. You have to show up. You have to show up. You need to do this when I tell you to. Emotional, making you feel bad or like a bad person or not good enough because you don't want to do something. Or why is that disgusting? You need to fix this. And what's your problem? I don't like it. I don't want to do it, so I don't have to do it. Oh no, no, no. That's a big problem. That's a big problem. Boundaries are raid. Boundaries are raid to roaches. You get what I'm saying? Boundaries are the thing that's going to just have them running away and trying to find a corner, and then they turn upside down and die. And I'm not trying to say that person needs to die. It's a certain behavior that needs to stay away from you. And yeah, they will a certain mindset, a certain behavior, a certain particular person, they're gonna be pissed. Oh, they're gonna be pissed off. They're gonna be pissed off once they recognize that you don't you don't play those games anymore. There was a time when I just thought that that's what you had to do and that's what was the right thing, but deep down I there was something wrong. Like, I really don't like how this feels. I don't like this. This is making me angry. This is making me uncomfortable, and just being so, and because it's a boundary. It's a boundary. But yeah, people don't care about your boundaries because they don't care about you. They don't care about you. It may feel all nice and this and that, but it's actually it's abusive. I had to learn that too when it comes to like friends and stuff. It's like some of these friends, they want you to be okay with you treating yourself like a doormat so they can step on you. It's not that they're laughing with you. It's not funny. It's actually bullying and disrespect, and I've had my share, So you will be labeled as difficult. You will be. I can remember this person. Why is this so disgusting to you? What's wrong with you? And this is something that I continue saying, no, I don't want to do. No, I don't want to do. No, I don't want to do. Another example is it was a different situation, but the same person. I explained for over an hour. Literally, I explained something for over an hour. Why I don't want to do this thing that they want me to do. The next day they called me asking if I was going to show up. If I was going to do that thing that I explained for an hour that I wasn't going to do, that I did not want to do. They will test you, they will push you, they will I'm a bit obsessed with this topic because you also have to understand it is so challenging. It's challenging, and that's why so many people stay. That's why so many people are angry and upset and hurt. And I the reason why I'm laughing is because I just feel like I'm not immune to it. I'm just more hyper aware of it. So when I it still sometimes it gets me, and I'm just like, man, yo, you came out of nowhere, but it's the same tactic, it's the same move. They will say things to trigger a response. They will behave in ways to trigger a response, and they thrive off of your responses. And your responses are the less calm the better, the less composed the better, the more frazzled the better. It's like candy to a child. They can't just stop at one gummy bear. They got to eat the whole pack. You know what I'm saying? It's delicious. And it's whoa. Yeah, I am not a therapist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I do not have medical backing. I have lived experience. You cannot heal in environments that have torn you to ribbons. You cannot go to the people that have hurt you asking for them to apologize and explaining so they can understand where you're coming from. No. You have to do the hard work. You have to do the hard work. And you have to, what's the word? You have to demolish yourself. What do I mean by that? When I say demolish, you have to, oh, excuse me. Oh, I wanted to sneeze right there. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I hate that. You have to demolish, obliterate. You need to take a C4. You have a foundation that was built. You have a foundation that was built for others to step on you, for others to benefit from everything that you bring to the table. It is not that they do not see your worth or your value. They see it, and it's intimidating. It's a challenge. It's how can you have all these great things about you and you're so cool, but I feel like shit. And it's not that there's not great things about them, but they don't see it. And as much as you explain and you give and you show up, sorry. Nose is itchy. Yeah, you have to remove yourself from them. And it hurts. It sucks. That version of you has to die. I moved away from this person. I got away from this situation just to be guilt tripped right back. And it was even worse. They are thinking, learning, growing individuals. And they have learned to adapt to their behavior in a way that is harmful. It's them that's the problem. It's them that's the problem. It's other people that's the problem. Instead of being introspective and saying, how am I contributing to this? How am I contributing to this person's behavior? How am I hurting this person? How can I be a better person? I messed up. Let me apologize. I said something wrong. I want this relationship. I want us to be good. I want us to be friends. I want us to have a good relationship together. They have a hard time doing that. They have a hard time doing that because they are right and you are wrong, because you shouldn't have taken it so seriously. You're being dramatic. You're too serious all the time. It'll always be you. And that's what you have to understand. And that's why you have to remove yourself. It's going to be hard. It's going to be sad. It's going to be scary. I am so thankful. This is not sponsored, whatever. But Safe, thank you, Safe, for allowing me to. I don't think I'd be here. When someone threatens you, that was I can't remember which came first, but it was two things. One, I'm talking to this person and my reaction, the amount of anger and rage. I have never experienced anything like that in my life. I've never experienced that level of rage in my life. Never. So when I did that, that I remember that being the final straw. I've got to go. I have to leave. I have to leave because this is not who I am. This is creating so much ugly. So much ugly is coming out of me. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. There was another instance where I just, oh yeah, being threatened. Being physically threatened. Yeah, I was like, okay, I've got two choices here. It was just like, I can remember, like, okay, understood. I'm either going to make up excuses and say that, oh, you're not going to do that to me. Or I'm going to say, oh, wait, I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. What's coming out of your mouth, I believe it. You're going to do something. You're saying you're going to do something harmful, I believe you. I'm going to leave. I'm going to bloop. Okay? And even then it took it escalating. It took it escalating from even that for me to finally leave, to recognize how so I'm a bit I'm a bit obsessed with this topic. I'm obsessed with this topic because there are multiple. It's not just a one-time thing. I thought it would be a one-time thing, which is so weird. But I've heard that we're all on a spectrum when it comes to this. When it comes to this, narcissism. Some of us are mild. Some of us are extreme. And all in between. Right? So I don't know. I really feel like this is everything to me. I can't let this happen again. I cannot be in a position where somebody is making me into a victim and a dummy and a and bullying me, and even the littlest zero. Nope. Leave me alone. It's not funny. It's not a joke. I don't like it. Okay, cool. Oh, that's what you do. Okay, cool. That's y'all. I don't want to joke like that. I don't pretend. I don't play like that. I don't talk to people like that. I'm not doing it. No. Oh, that make me say, okay, I'm not for you. That's what you have to get to that point and understand. Like, yeah, no, you don't have to be okay with things that somebody else wants you to be okay with because they want you to, because they want something to laugh at. It's like, listen, I'm too grown now. I'm an adult. It took some time. It took some time to get to this point, and I kind of jumped around a little bit, but I really hope that this helps somebody because I want to talk about this more. This is why I started my channel. I wanted to talk about these toxic relationships. If you are in a situation right now and you feel like you're listening to this and you are resonating with this and you were just understanding, I'm touching a part of a deep part of you. I want you to please like, share, and subscribe. I want you to put down in the comments what you're going through. I want you to really sit quietly with yourself when you have a moment. You just, even if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, a minute, sit down quietly with yourself and you really ask yourself the hard questions. What am I doing? How do I feel in my life? What is going on with me? I need help. I need to be good. I need positivity. I need encouragement. I need to be uplifted. I need to feel nice. I need to be happy. And taking baby steps every single day. So you don't ever look at yourself like somebody who deserves less than. You deserve good things. You deserve a life of happiness. You deserve love. And I hope this really helps you recognize that you do deserve that. You don't deserve to be hurt anymore. You deserve to stop hurting yourself first, too. Anyway, I'm going to end it there because I've been talking for a minute. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a good night.